is a gorgeous night in Big D, Dallas, Texas, as we come inside to Reunion Arena. As we come to you coast to coast on Prime Network, the Continental Indoor Soccer League Game of the Week. As the Dallas Sidekicks play host to Monterrey LaRaZa. Good night, everybody, and welcome to the CISL Game of the Week. I'm Bill McDonald, along with Randy Hahn, our final regular season telecast of the year. And once again, we see the regular season champion Dallas Sidekicks, but also, Randy, for the first time this year, we get to see Monterrey LaRaZa, and it's a big game for them.
It's our first look at this international entry into the league from Monterrey, Mexico, not California. The playoff positions are set, at least the first two slots are. Dallas will finish 1, San Diego 2. Monterrey and Portland have both made it, but they're jockeying for position. A big game for Monterrey because they want to stay in third place.
I guarantee if Monterrey was from Monterrey, California, they would not make the playoffs because they would be playing way too much golf. But they do have one of the top stars in the league, and he's one of the great distributors, Randy, in the history of indoor soccer, and Kevin Smith.
He was here 8 years feeding Tattoo and that goal-scoring machine. Now he's with Monterrey, and Kevin Smith has quickly vaulted himself into one of the top scoring positions in the league. He's had a big influence on the team. So has the head coach of LaRaZa, Eric Geyer. He has a box full of championship rings from when he was a player with the San Diego Sockers, now the head coach of this expansion team, and he's been outstanding for them.
His nickname is Wolfman. Down there, they call him Hombre Lobo, and he just loves it. Big news for the Dallas Sidekicks, no Tattoo tonight.
No Tattoo. He's serving a one-game suspension, but David Doyle is here, and so is Beto. Watch out for number 44, an exciting Brazilian star for the Sidekicks. Had a big week last week, and tonight he plays against his brother, Zizinho, of the Monterrey LaRaZa, so it'll be a family affair.
Well, we have got a lot of firepower in the house, including Tattoo, the top 5 scorers in the CISL.
Look at Tattoo from Dallas, same with Doyle. Then you have Smith, Santos, and Lopez, all from Monterrey. So this could be a high-scoring game.
All right, we got to go. It's Monterrey and Dallas coming up. The CISL Game of the Week from Big D. Stay with us. And a reminder that the CISL Game of the Week on Prime Network is being brought to you by Light Beer from Miller.
Look, it's Big Shot Lawyers.
Put the calf roping back on.
Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents the Big Lawyer Roundup. There's Billy Pugh going after that divorce lawyer that took away his passport.
Get him.
Got him. Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything. Check it out, Bobby. Here comes a big, rich tax attorney. This is some beer. Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
Drum roll, please. Here are the top 10 reasons to watch Prime. Number 10, it's a really cheap date. Number 9, good digestive viewing fortified with vitamins and minerals. Number 8, every night is ladies' night. Number 7, good wholesome programming for the whole family to enjoy. Number 6, male bonding, male bonding, male bonding. Number 5, car cams, net cams, slam cams. Number 4, sorry, we're out of time. Okay, number 3, number 2, and number 1, because everyone loves a winner.
Get into the action. Get into Prime Ticket.
Channel 8 and Channel 10 think cable customers should pay for free TV.
It's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. I'm not paying for that.
No way.
I agree. I think it's ridiculous.
No way. No way, Jose.
I think that's funny.
Here's what your neighbors in San Diego think about this idea.
So people with cable will pay and people without cable won't pay?
Yeah, I don't think we should have to pay for the free signal. When I grew up, TV was free, and I think it should remain free.
The cost is going to be passed along to the people subscribing to cable, and I don't think that's right.
I wish the TV stations would just stop talking about money and reach an agreement.
And what are your neighbors going to do about it?
Yeah, I'd call them and tell them that I think it should be free. And
I'm going to give them a call, that's for sure. You know, I'm just tired of this. I'm just going to call 8 and 10 and tell them what I think.
Let channels 8 and 10 know your perspective. Call now.
We are back in Dallas. Bill McDonald along with Randy Hahn. We get set for the Sidekicks and LaRaZa. Starting lineups.
Well, there they are. The defensive lineup for LaRaZa. Gaither, along with Zizinho. Munoz will play in the forward spot. Smith and Lopez, your midfielders, and McAllister in goal. For the Sidekicks, no Tattoo, as we mentioned. Dade, Powers, Young, Reichart, Beto, and Sean Ray in goal again, as Joe Papaleo's out again with an injury.
A very happy Gordon Jago before the game we were chatting with. And there is Tattoo right behind him as Gordon just walked by the great one. who is out, of course, because of that suspension. And a good friend of yours, Randy. You've known him for many, many years, Eric Geyer, and what a sensational job he's been doing.
Proud to say the best man at my wedding about 7 years ago. Eric Geyer, head coach of LaRaZa, formerly a head coach as well with the old Chicago Sting. And he has had a great run as a head coach this year. There's Sean Ray. He'll start in goal tonight for the Dallas Sidekicks, 3-0, and he is unbeaten on Prime Network.
Joe Papaleo still ducking us. Unbelievable. Of course, Joe played last night again. And there is Chris McAllister.
Curtis.
Excuse me.
Curtis.
Exactly. Curtis McAllister. Who is Chris McAllister?
I have no idea.
13 wins. But look at the goals against average. Almost 9.
8.98. That's the highest goals against average of any regular day-to-day goalkeeper in the CISL. If Monterrey is on the one hand very exciting offensively, they do have some liabilities defensively. So they play it right on the edge, and that's the kind of style they've really had all year.
In fact, taking that to another degree, these two teams played the highest scoring game in the history of the CISL when Dallas beat Monterrey 19-8 back on July the 11th. The 19 goals, the highest by one team in professional soccer history. And they're the Sidekicks. They are just on fire. They've won 19 out of 21, and they lead this season series 3-1. But for Dallas, it's their final game of the season. For Monterrey, they still have a couple more to play after.
Monterrey's got 2 left after this. They'll be back home tomorrow night. Then they've got a game against Los Angeles on Friday. And they really want to finish 3rd, because if they finished 4th, there would be no way for them to get any home field advantage in the playoffs. But if they finish 3rd and for some reason end up playing the 4th place team in the final, then they would have home field, and that's what they're striving for.
At midfield, it will be Beto taking it for Dallas. They are dressed in their home purple, black, and silver. They'll be moving left to right here in period number 1. And in all white, Monterrey LaRaZa. We're underway. We hope you enjoyed the CISL Game of the Week, our final regular season telecast. When we come to you after this, it will be playoff time. Dave plays it now far side. Here's Colin Rock. Rock into the corner now. As Dallas on the attack quickly. We'll see if that defense comes to the fore for Monterrey tonight. As Randy mentioned, that has been their bugaboo. There's Mike Powers, Mr. Defense, and Dallas still on the attack.
Well, Monterrey sure catches a break tonight in the suspension to Tattoo, leading scorer in the league. 59 goals and 57 assists.
Reichart 3-on-1. Colin Rock's going to get a chance. He shoots. That's wide. As McAllister didn't even have to wave at that one. Taken now by Beto. Look out for the toe poke. Beto moving in as he's moving in on the defense of Lopez. Now it's back for Dave. Monterrey still without control of the ball in this one. We played nearly a minute, and now they take control with Lopez at midfield.
Both Beto, number 44, and Nicky Stavro, number 23, coming off injuries for Dallas, so they're a little banged up, in addition to missing Tattoo.
Out of the back, LaRaZa starts up now. Guillermo Munoz has it in 8 points in 8 games, 3 goals and 5 assists. Going to be taken away by Colin Rock, who's seen a lot more time lately the last couple of weeks. Now Sean Ray sends it around the boards, going to be taken away, and it's stolen now by Garduno, and he'll send it right back out into midfield. We have played a minute and a half, no score. Back heel try by Villa Zevallos. How did I do?
Pretty good.
All right, thank you.
Villa Zevallos.
It's going to roll off my tongue by the second quarter. Here is the double D, the wild thing. David Doyle trying to get around the defense of Moises Garduno. It's slotted into the target area, and it's going to be taken away now by LaRaZa. Here they come. Here's Zevallos. Now out of the back. Monterrey. Locked in that tie for the 3rd spot in the CISL, wanting that home field. Now if Portland and Monterrey end in a tie, the 3rd place will go to Portland. This is going to be taken away now by Dallas, and here they come. Once again, remember, without Tattoo, but they are such a good transition team.
Nasty foul on that play that wasn't caught. David Doyle kicking one of the attacking Monterrey players who's now gone to the bench.
Interesting. Have you heard, is there much ill will between these two teams after that incident? First of all, here's Stavro with a shot that's going to be taken by McAllister.
Well, we should quickly review the incident. It was a game in Monterrey earlier this season. Tattoo got involved with some fans, threw some water at them. Another Dallas player threw a chair into the crowd. Police had to be called in. I sense, though, that the cooler heads prevailed in the long run, and there really isn't any bad blood.
Here's a big tackle coming right down the slot as Powers gets knocked down. We're going to have a 2-minute penalty. As Powers was trying to take that dish from Doyle, and he just got flattened as he was moving in on Curtis McAllister. And this will be a power play now for the Dallas Sidekicks with 12:19 remaining in a scoreless first period.
And it's a powerful power play that the Sidekicks possess, number 1 in all of the CISL coming into tonight's action. as Mike Powers is checking the area above his left eye to see if he perhaps suffered a cut going down onto the carpet real hard on that hard foul, but a penalty to LaRaZa, number 7, going to the penalty box. That's Becerra, Hector Becerra. And now Dallas on the power play.
There's a look at Becerra. Does not have a goal. Has a couple of assists. Only played 7 games for LaRaZa. Here we go. 5 attackers on 4. Beto will tee it up. Here's a shot saved by McAllister. Loose, and it's clear. And that is cleared by Kevin Smith. Of course, such a familiar face here in Dallas. In fact, a very interesting interview at halftime that Randy Hahn taped with Kevin Smith before the game. It's a very interesting comments about coming back home the very first time when Kevin Smith came earlier in the year. Now up at midfield, taken by Perez. Perez moving 1-on-2, needs some help as he's moving across the red line. It's going to be stripped away by Roderick Scott, and here comes Beto. Beto, whose brother Zizinho plays for Monterrey, if you weren't with us at the start. Dade now back for David Doyle. Boy, do they miss Tattoo, or will they miss his presence in the target area here? Plays so well with his back to the goal. Colin Rock right now. That position for Dallas on this man advantage, which has 1:11 remaining. David Doyle works right side. He chips it far. Here's a shot. Crossfield, no good. That one was by Dade. Going to be taken by LaRaZa, and they clear it. All the way down to Sean Ray.
Monterrey with the 3rd best penalty killing unit out of 7 in the CISL, but they've scored only 2 shorthanded goals this year. Let's see if they can perhaps add to that, but right now Dallas putting all the pressure on.
Dade with the left foot in front for Roderick Scott. It's loose, and it's going to be taken by Monterrey. Good idea, bad execution, and it's going to be taken now by Gaither. Crossfield for Smith. Whistle foul going to be called on Colin Rock, and Monterrey will have it at midfield. Dallas 11-2 here at Reunion Arena. One of those 2 losses coming against Monterrey. Dallas, of course, has clinched home field throughout the playoffs. And they've got a pretty darn good crowd here tonight on Soccer Ball night at Reunion, their final regular season game of the year.
This very well could be their largest crowd of the year.
That one's off the glass. We'll get to that in a moment. Here's a shot, and it just goes wide on his wallet is Perez. Will he get another chance? He does, and a save by Ray, and it will go to Dallas. Now, the glass is an interesting story here, Randy. I'm going to have you take it because of the hockey team coming in.
Well, the Dallas Stars are going to start playing here in a couple of weeks. The former Minnesota North Stars have moved here to Reunion Arena, and there's new glass all around the inside of the arena here, and it's 3 feet higher than the old glass, so that's going to come into play today.
Doyle shot, 2 bouncer, taken easily like a shortstop there by McAllister. So we expect play to continue often here with the higher glass. Here's Smith. Such great vision, but another number 11 knocks it away. David Doyle, as he read his eyes perfectly. Taken now by Munoz. Munoz near his own red line, and the penalty is over. Both teams at even strength. There's our score. We played 5 minutes first period. The CISL game of the week. It's Monterrey and Dallas. Edlin gets a foot on that one. Going to be run down now by the Sidekicks. Hedlund now at midfield will play up left wing side for Beto. He takes it off the boards. He's being hounded there by Zizinho. So brother versus brother now at midfield. Zizinho, who must have lost a whole lot of weight since we remember him last a couple of years ago. A much trimmer version of Zizinho.
He had a nickname around the league after he put on some pounds. They used to call him Cuisinho.
Oh, man.
But he's had a great year.
Reeves. Right guard. Big right foot. Score! The rebound. Sensational stuff. Stavro with the rebound goal. It's 1-0 Dallas. 9:24 remaining in the first quarter.
Well, you hate to use the cliche, but that was really heads-up play by Nicky Stavro. Dave Reichout with the shot, and the rebound to Stavro, just diving at it. The bullet header. Here's a better perspective from inside the net. This is what Curtis McAllister sees. No chance there to react as it came off the boards perfectly for Stavro. 1-0 Sidekicks.
Nick, known for his playmaking, 3rd on this team in scoring, and he nets the goal on the header. Great angle there in our last replay, and it's 1-0 Dallas. Give the assist to Rijkaard. Now we have have a whistle, and Dallas will take it in their own end. Go ahead, Rand.
5:36 time of the goal. Nick Stavro's 21st from Dave Reichart gives the Sidekicks the early lead.
Stavro now plays it back for Hedlund. We saw the Sidekicks last week here jump out to an 8-1 lead over Sacramento before the Knights chipped away and made it a game, finally losing 12-8 in that one. In fact, 3 out of the last 4 weeks we've had a chance to see the Dallas Sidekicks here in the CISL game of the week, and you're seeing the best team in the league. Here's Reichart trying to move around the defense, can't. Here's a push, a shove, and a whistle and a foul going to be called on Hedlund as he pushes on Garduño, and now Hedlund and Garduño jawing at each other, and this one's going to go to Dallas.
Well, it looks like they almost changed the call there. Silva initially indicating, Herb Silva, the referee, that it was a foul against Dallas, but then he switched it, and LaRaZa called for the foul, and now the free kick from up at the red line as you see our score with 8:33 to go here in the first quarter.
Shot wide, rebound. Hedlund's going to run on it. Shot, rebound as it ricocheted in front, and McAllister stopped that one with his foot. And it's going to take one hop into the LaRaZa bench, and Wolfman makes the catch there. There's Eric Geyer, done such a great job. He says as a bachelor down there, it's just a sensational experience of living this entire year and really teaching a lot of these players the game of indoor soccer. Hardly any indoor experience when this team started in training camp. In fact, they really didn't have much of a training camp. He's molded them very well. Cade. Shots right now, Dallas 6, Monterrey just 2. Dade with the left foot. Rebound goes into the seats, and it'll be a corner now for Dallas. 7:55 remaining in the first period, and we're going to take a break right here. It's the CISL Game of the Week on Prime Network. Randy and I will be back after this. Dallas leads 1-0, so don't you move.
The Continental Indoor Soccer League has arrived. You've seen the hot action on the field. Now, where the hot action off the field. T-shirts, caps, and tank tops featuring the new logos of the LA United, Sacramento Knights, Monterrey LaRaZa. The Arizona Sandsharks feature 2 designs. San Diego Soccer's Dallas Sidekicks, Portland Pride. Shirts and caps just $12.50. Send a check or money order to CISL Properties, 16027 Ventura Boulevard, Suite 605, Encino, California, 91436. Add $2.50 per order for shipping plus California sales tax. Please indicate size with order.
Look, it's Big Shot Lawyers.
Put the calf roping back on.
Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents the Big Lawyer Roundup. There's Billy Pugh going after that divorce lawyer that took away his passport. Got him. Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything. Check it out, Bobby. Here comes a big, rich tax attorney. This is some beer. Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
On Southwest Airlines, friends fly free for business, too. For example, if Dunn buys a ticket, Bradstreet flies free. Buy 1 round-trip ticket at Southwest Airlines' regular low, unrestricted fare, and your friend flies with you, free. So if Bausch buys a ticket, Lom flies free. Or if Ben buys a ticket, Jerry flies free. Friends fly free for business. On Southwest Airlines. Just plain smart.
The Angels take on Ken Griffey Jr. and the Seattle Mariners Wednesday at 7, only on Prime Ticket.
We are back. Bill McDonald along with Randy Hahn, the CISL Game of the Week. Commissioner Ron Weinstein has settled in a seat behind us. I guess he's monitoring everything we're saying. Ron, we're all going to say good things about you this week.
I don't know about you, but I feel the pressure.
I do too. Literally. Corner kick time. Dallas with 7:55 remaining in the first. It's 1-0 on the goal by Nick Stavro. Stavro now top of the arc. He's got a good chance. Nobody's marking him up. Now Kevin Smith says, hey, get on that guy. It's to Doyle, and his left foot goes rocketing into the seats, and we will have it now to the Monterrey LaRaZa as we take a look at Curtis McAllister.
Well, LaRaZa looked totally mixed up defensing that free kick. Dallas seemingly had 2 players open, one of which was David Doyle, and if you're going to leave anybody unprotected, you don't want it to be Doyle because he'll punish you, and that time he just happened to kick it high.
Here's McAllister, who's been punished all year long by the opposition opposition, still with 13 wins, and you're allowing only almost 9 a game. That almost seems impossible.
Well, that 18-goal game hurt him.
It's going to hurt you.
that'll cut into that goals against average.
Doyle wheeling and dealing at the red line. Now trying to move on the defense. He runs around one, kicks it. It's loose at the top, and it's going to be cleared by Zizinho, and Doyle is down. Let's hope he's not hurt. Zizinho now takes it and plays it back, stolen away by Roderick Scott. Dallas, who has controlled the tempo and the ball most of the game so far. That's a big save by McAllister as he came out to rob Roderick Scott. 7 minutes remaining in the first. Dallas continues to buzz around the net. Doyle, left foot, hit the post. Dade, rebound is wide. Taken now by Beto. Beto plays it out for Mike Powers.
Great chance for Eric Dade right in front of LaRaZa's net, but it was coming at him pretty quickly. Didn't have much time to adjust and hit it way wide.
The captain, Smith, now lays it off right side to the big one, Gaither. Taken now by Reichard. He runs into a man, taken away by Smith. Here comes LaRaZa. Now to the near side, Lopez. Lopez has got a man in front. Save made by Ray as he slid over to stop Munoz.
Oh, that was brilliant stuff by LaRaZa and an outstanding save by Sean Ray. Kevin Smith feeding the attacking forward, Guillermo Munoz, and Ray coming up big time.
LaRaZa now getting their feet wet a little bit. Loose at midfield, and Gaither controls to Kevin Smith. Smith, everything they want everything to go through him, rather. And often it does, but Hedlund steals it away. Good ball right side, Colin Rock moving in on goal. Rock having some trouble, stops, looks, has it, turning, look at this, and it's stolen away now.
Been watching Tattoo.
Trying to do the impossible that only the Armadillo can do. 5:50 to play here in the first quarter. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you may be, coast to coast. That's a handball that they let go by from Nick Stavro. Reichart waves at that one. Villazevallos had it. And now Cantu plays it back to Gaither. Cantu near side. Jaime Cantu has 4 goals, no assists. It's loose in the corner, and Sean Ray comes up with it in lieu of Joe Papaleo again.
I've seen Monterrey play a couple of times this year, and in each time I've seen them, and again we're seeing it tonight, they're a slow starting team.
Look out, this ball almost gets behind the defense as Roderick Scott was sniffing around as McAllister came out. Ill-advised that one time, but he got fortunate.
Right now, LaRaZa are really struggling to get any kind of sustained attack going. They're kind of running around out there in a scrambly type fashion, and Geyer's going to need to get them settled down and get them organized, because right now they're really not putting too much pressure on that man, Sean Ray.
Good point. They have been absorbing most of this first period. And a lot of low pressure and just sitting back, taken now by the Sidekicks. This one's headband up now to Doyle. Doyle, quick shot, that's wide. Now Scott trying to run on it, can't. Going to be taken by Dallas, and they'll play it back to midfield. Now to the right side, David Doyle. What will he do without his best man, Tattoo? We'll see tonight. Stolen away now by Zizinho. He trips up and fouls David Doyle. Zizinho, and there's the double D, the wild thing, as they call him here. Second in the CISL in scoring. Quickly down low to Stavro. He has the lone goal tonight. Doyle, did that go in? It did not. It ricocheted off the crossbar, but did not go in according to the goal judge. We go the other way with Zizinho. Zizinho being held, being roped, nothing called. Taken now. Becerra had it. He loses it. We go the other way. End-to-end soccer here at Reunion. It's Reichart, the little one. Reichart for Powers. Knocked away, and it's loose at midfield.
Great action here as they go end-to-end at Reunion. Now here come LaRaZa again, 3-on-2.
On the counterattack. Villazevallos will play it back now to midfield, and LaRaZa will set things back up. Incapi had it. Now to Smith. And it's going to be called on Dallas. Interesting that Eric Geyer was talking about he has been using a translator for most of the year. He said about 90% of the team does not speak very good English, and when you've got someone with a accent as thick as Eric, sometimes it's going to get lost in the translation, I think, unless you have somebody helping out. Down low, saved by Ray as he comes out. Sean, Mr. TV Hollywood Ray, making a career on Prime Network, As far as fans around the country are concerned, Joe Papaleo retired years ago.
Doesn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the ball in the Dallas zone, and Dade will control with 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 1-0 Sidekicks. Two high-scoring teams, and of course it's only a 1-0 game so far. That's the way it usually goes.
You'll watch Monterrey as they move the ball through the midfield here. They're a very skillful team, and they like to play a possession style of game. They sometimes hold the ball a little too long, which is a little bit of the South American influence in this team, but they have very skillful players, and you'll see them not afraid to take defenders on one-on-one.
And of course, there is different styles wherever you go, the European style, even an American style and the South American style, as Randy was mentioning. 2:29 to play. Mr. Defense Mike Powers leading 1-0.
I guess we could just call it the Latin style.
Exactly.
That sort of includes all of the countries that seem to adopt this style of play.
Loose ball taken by Beto. Beto is back, and that's good news for Dallas. Pedroza near side played at SMU, as did Sean Ray. And it's stolen away by the white-clad LaRaZa from Monterrey. They really play in a bandbox down there in Monterrey, but the crowds really get into it. Smallest arena in the league, but they're starting to nearly fill it to capacity every time out.
Geographically, Monterrey located in northeastern Mexico, not too far from the Texas border, so they're not too far away from home here. Most of the teams that travel in and out of Monterrey for road games travel through Houston or here in Dallas.
Here's Zizinho. He ricochets that one off the boards, and it's going to take a fortunate hop right to Sean Ray. He wants to distribute, cannot. Now he'll just roll it left side, rather right side, to David Doyle.
We're already seeing the high glass come into play here with the lack of stoppages due to balls up in the crowd.
I like it. I like it. Here's Doyle. As hockey will make its debut here within the month. Here's a shot. Great move by Pedroza. Oh, he gets knocked into the boards. That's got to be two.
It's not.
Just a minor foul. If anything was worthy of a two, that might have been only because he had an opportunity for a shot on goal, and it was denied because of the foul.
Well, here's another look. As you see, number 21, Pedroza, just brought down from behind by Scott Gaither, and Pedroza goes into the boards. Now the corner kick, and it's broken up.
They were looking for Doyle. I don't know if I like Herb without the mustache or not. Here's the, whoa, Powers gets knocked down at midfield, and there's a minor violation again. Mike Powers, veteran defender, fourth in the CISL in blocks. Let's see him go up and over.
Well, Mike Powers on the receiving end here, because Mike's not too shy about dishing out the physical stuff, too. 72 fouls for Mike Powers, and that leads all players on the Sidekicks team.
The playoffs are just a week or so away. Portland, Monterrey, San Diego, and Dallas have qualified here in the inaugural season of the CISL. Stavro across the red line. That bullet loose in front, and Pedroza had an opportunity. Now Stavro with a chance, and a kick save by McAllister, but it wouldn't have counted as a whistle had sounded.
Boy, Monterrey sloppy in the back, and they have been all first period long. Right there, almost another giveaway right in front of the net were it not been for the handball.
For Zizinho, who operates so well with his back to the goal. Likes to throw that weight around. Zizinho scores just like that. Pretty stuff. And with 30 seconds to go in the first period, we are tied at 1.
Well,
Sidekicks and LaRaZa.
That's what we came to see. Some great goal scoring. There wasn't a whole lot of it in the first quarter, but right there, a flash of brilliance by Zizinho dos Santos, the outstanding forward for the LaRaZa from Monterrey. Here's another look. One of the best defenders in the league, Mike Powers, one-on-one. But Dos Santos uses his side, pivots around, pushes off Powers, and gets that low screaming shot away. Look at it again. Arm outstretched, hand on Powers, and then he swings around, and that right footer beats Sean Ray, far corner. Great goal by Zizinho.
1-1 game. Gaither gets the assist. And it came with 30 seconds remaining in the period. So LaRaZa, who, as I had mentioned, had been absorbing most of the period, gets the equalizer towards the end of the period. This one stays in play at midfield as they do a little dance. We've got 1 second remaining, and that'll do it as the horn sounds. That's the end of the first period here at Reunion Arena in Dallas, Texas. The CISL game of the week. Billy Phillips, assistant coach, will saddle up along with Gordon Jago and talk to his troops when we come back. Period number 2. 1-1, Monterrey and Dallas. See you in a minute.
beach!
It's the new Fun Tent for your truck by Shark Enterprises. Fun Tent assembles in minutes. Easy on, easy off. No tools, brackets, or alterations to your truck. Bedliners, okay. Costly and heavy shells limit your hauling capacity and are hard to take off and store. Small storage bag fits easily behind the seat, so it's always with you. Use your Fun Tent anytime, anywhere your truck can go. Camp up off the ground, away from animals, pests, and flooding. All for less than the price of a rim or a tire. Fun Tent is not available in stores, so have your credit card ready and call 1-800-FUN-TENT. That's 1-800-FUNTENT. Or send check or money order for $99.95 plus shipping and handling to Shark Enterprises. Post Office Box 2919, Los Angeles, California 90006. Call 1-800-FUN-TENT now.
The Angels take on Ken Griffey Jr. and the Seattle Mariners Wednesday at 7, only on Prime Ticket.
Being a fan is tough when your team isn't the home team, especially when I try to find coverage of my favorite team in the local paper. I'm lucky there's even a box score. Well, if you're like me, you'll be happy to know there's one publication that'll make you feel right at home. The Sporting News. You'll love the Sporting News no matter what team you love, even if it is the home team.
Call this number now and get 4 issues of the Sporting News free. You'll get opinions and strategies, transactions, trade rumors, injury reports, and the lowdown on the minors. Plus football, basketball, and hockey all year long. Call now and you'll get 4 free issues. If you like them, you'll get 24 more issues at this great TV price. If not, just mark the bill, cancel, and owe nothing. The 4 issues are yours to keep.
So call now for the Sporting News, the publication that treats every team like the home team.
Call now and get 4 great issues of the Sporting News free. Call 1-800-638-4442 now.
Nick Stavro with the only goal for the Dallas Sidekicks in the first quarter from Dave Reichard at 5:36 on a beautiful diving header. And then a goal just about as beautiful. Zezinho dos Santos from Monterrey LaRaZa. Scott Gaither got the assist at 14:30. And there's the shots on goal, 9-8. Dallas out shooting Monterrey. Saves dead even. Couple of blocks for Monterrey to Dallas's 1. And we had the 1 2-minute penalty to LaRaZa, but Dallas did not score on the power play.
We are just about set to go with period number 2. Bill McDonald along with Randy Hahn, Gordon Jago. Been here seemingly forever with the Dallas Sidekicks.
No, he'll be glad you said that.
Well, he was smiling at us before, but we wanted that frown to come back to him.
He's been here and been very successful here.
Seemingly forever.
Coach of the year here, championship coach here. And who knows, maybe on his way to another championship year.
Loose, nobody wants it. Side-footed out now to Reichard. Reichard with some room to maneuver, now tries to stutter step around a double team and instead brings it back for Dave. Just underway here in period number 2 from Dallas. Reeves back for Sean Ray. This is Eric Geyer's song they're playing over the sound system now. To the right, Colin Rock. Rock cannot control, going to be stolen away there by Cantu. Zezinho trying to control. One times it now to the right wing side. Going to be taken now by Sean Ray as it comes back. 1-1 game, Sidekicks and LaRaZa, our final regular season telecast here on the CISL. And we certainly hope you've enjoyed it, the inaugural year of this summer league, which will be just bigger and better come 1994.
But we're coming back for playoffs.
Yeah, we understand things are going very well in the expansion end of things also with the CISL, which we'll get to a little later on. Gaither loses it to Reichard, and now Colin Rock will try to control the loose ball. At midfield, Powers to Reichard at the red line, triple team, little pinball that time, off the boards. Beto, quick turn, good move by Beto, here he comes, it's 3-on-3. Beto now off the boards, right side, he's looking for some help, that in the form of Reichard, who played a great game here a couple of weeks ago that we saw, was virtually everywhere. Now it's going to be stolen away by Monterrey, and they control. Number 15 is Cantu. Jaime Cantu Off the high glass, rattles around Sean Ray in trouble. The foot was very high that time from Garduno, but no whistle. Now Cantu controls it again, has some room, wants to tee it up with the left foot instead. He'll bring it back for Nkapi. Adrian Nkapi has 4 points in 16 games. That one is ticketed for the corner and instead ricochets and go up over and out, and we will have a kick in now with 12:48 remaining in the second, and the game tied 1-1.
Well, there's a look at some of the expansion teams that are coming into the CISL next year. Charlotte, Pittsburgh, and Las Vegas. Phone numbers there if you're interested in ticket information for next CISL season. And there's been ongoing talks between Commissioner Ron Weinstein and possible ownership groups around the country and literally around the continent. And don't be at all surprised if the CISL is even larger than the planned 10 teams next year.
Maybe in Houston, maybe in Seattle. Inquiries from Rhode Island and Massachusetts, and a second investor now from the Atlanta area. I know they'd like to put another team in Southern California. Maybe, if things go as planned, as many as 14 teams for 1994.
I've got to think the Bay Area is an option, too, with the brand new 20,000-seat San Jose Arena opening up earlier this week. Be a perfect location.
Which you saw the opening night, Ringling Brothers. How was it?
Outstanding. Beautiful arena, and it's right in the middle of downtown San Jose. Excellent job.
At midfield, loose ball, taken, Nkapi. That's a three-line violation. Let's bring it all the way back to the other red line. 12:03 remaining in the half. 1-1 game, Sidekicks and LaRaZa. Monterrey, our first look at them, and it comes late in the year. Big shot in front. McAllister falls on it before Roderick Scott. Canadian national team member can get a boot on it. Now to Zizinho, other end of the bench. Off comes Lopez. Lopez, who has had a simply sensational year with 42 goals and 20 assists, a speedy goal scorer. First season as a pro. Chiquis is his nickname. Means little guy. Monterrey fans just absolutely love him. He's number 20. Now right side. Nkapi with a chance. Right foot, loose in front. Taken by Ray.
Well, good skill there again shown by Zizinho, picking up that rebound and almost getting enough on it to turn it into a scoring opportunity. Even as it was, it gave Sean Ray a little bit of trouble.
Mike Powers known for his defense, now at the offensive end. As McAllister controls. Highest goals against average among active goalkeepers in the league. But he's still firmly entrenched as #1 down there in Monterrey. Colin Rock playing some good stay-home defense. And now it's back for Sean Ray again.
Well, wouldn't you know, we have 4 of the top 5 goal scorers in the league on the floor tonight. And we were expecting a wild one. It's turned out to be very, very tight defensively and low scoring.
Doyle looking for some loose stuff in front. The highest scorer in the league is seated next to Joe Papaleo across the field. We may be able to get a shot of both of them later, the top goalkeeper and the top scorer in the league.
There's a look at the high glass here at Reunion Arena, just recently installed this week for the Dallas Stars of the National Hockey League, and you can tell it's really made an impact here tonight in keeping the ball in play on shots that normally would go out of play and into the crowd and stop action.
Doyle with the big push on Gaither. Kevin Smith, who's been relatively quiet. Good pass far side and a shot by Ray on a wicked shot by Garduno with the left foot.
Oh, that's a skillful play to be able to get that shot away on the full volley and hit it with the kind of force that he did. And Sean Ray did a good job to anticipate. You know, with this Monterrey team that they have the skillful kind of players who can do it. Here's some skill.
Down front, left foot, Lopez, no sir. Garduno, by the way, the one that had that wicked shot, has a goal in every game he's played for Monterrey. That's quite a record to try to keep going here tonight. Now a whistle and a foul on LaRaZa, going to be taken by the Sidekicks. 1-1 game in case you're just joining us. Zizinho scored for LaRaZa. And Nick Stavro, the goal for Dallas. 9:52 remaining here in the first half. Chipped up for Roderick Scott, too far. Gaither now having some trouble with it. McAllister has to bail him out. Up into the heavens and down it comes. Beto, now to Doyle. Everybody trying to get a head up on the competition, and it's taken out by Powers. Here is Beto to Scott. One time. Good idea to Doyle, but the tall one, Gaither, controls. And here he is far side. Gaither does not look like a soccer player out there at all.
He's huge. 6'4", 220 pounds.
Zizinho with the dance. Now to Gaither. Just trying to force it that time, and it's blocked away by Rijkaard. Right back into the attacking zone. There's Lopez. Lopez battling. There's a quick one. Side foot looking for Zizinho, who had some good position down low as he got away from the defender, separated himself, but they couldn't get him the ball. And now LaRaZa with a lot more control of the action here in the second quarter as opposed to the first when it seemed as though Dallas really controlled the play.
It certainly has evened up, and LaRaZa, the kind of team that can explode. Recently in a game up in Sacramento, they scored 7 unanswered goals.
Out in front, and that one's going to rattle into the penalty box, and we'll have a stoppage in play with 8:26 remaining in the period. 1-1 game.
Well, you look at referee Kelly Mock there, and we quite possibly could be seeing a preview of a playoff matchup here. Right now, if the playoffs were to begin tonight, these teams would not meet in the first round. It would be Dallas against Portland and San Diego against Monterrey. But things can change as Monterrey and Portland really aren't set as to who's going to finish third or fourth yet. Monterrey needs to win 2 of their last 3 games to make sure that they finish third.
That 1-game playoff in the first round, and then the 2 out of 3 finale for the CISL championship. At midfield, Kevin Smith plays it right side. Here they come. Via Zevallos. Cross field, nobody there. Powers, good position, battles away. He takes a Garduño right out of the play. And the Sidekicks have it again with 7:40 remaining. Now on a run left side. Boy, you really miss Tattoo. He makes it fun out there.
I was just going to say, this is a much different atmosphere and different Dallas team without the great one, Tattoo, leading scorer in the CISL. Of course, they'll have him back for the playoffs, as this is their last regular season game. But a big crowd here in Dallas tonight. They had a free soccer ball giveaway to the first 3,000 fans. And I would think a lot of these fans are a little disappointed that Tattoo's not in the action as well, because it was not publicized that he'd be out tonight.
He is simply the best in the league, and he can dominate all by himself. He can just dominate a game. And here's Kevin Smith, one of the best. And you will meet him at halftime with Randy Hahn. Off the glass, cleared out to the center. And it'll be taken once again by Smith. Smith will chip it in. Looking for Gaither, moving left wing side. Not going to get there as the defense knocks it away. We're under 7 minutes now remaining in a 1-1 game in the second period. Chance for Dallas. Here they come. 3-on-2. Dave, the middleman. Left side now to Rijkaard. Rijkaard moving in. Rijkaard. Quick shot saved by McAllister. They can go the other way. He quickly bowls it out now for Kevin Smith. Let's see if we go end to end on the counterattack. Smith, right wing side. Here they come. Zizinho all the way. Zizinho looking far post for Lopez, but he couldn't get the ball, and now things starting to open up a bit.
Nice job by Beto. Got his head on that cross from the corner from his brother Zizinho. Broke up a great scoring chance for LaRaZa.
Probably knew that was coming from their days in the streets when they were growing up. Now to the right side, here's Gaither. 6:11 remaining. As Gaither will slow down the pace as Monterrey will change on the fly. That one's not going to get there either as Beto gets in the way there. Oh, there's a nice move by Betroza. Betroza all the way. Oh, he gets knocked down, and a whistle and a foul.
Very close to a 2-minute type of infraction as Nicky Stavro is brought down on the right side. Here's the restart as we're looking at the replay right now.
Well, that's the second time Betroza's been knocked down with a scoring opportunity, and both times they let him out with the without the 2-minute penalty. Interesting. All right, we're going to take a break. 5:53 remaining as we take a look at Reunion Arena. Be right back. The CISL game of the week. 1-1, Monterrey and Dallas.
The Continental Indoor Soccer League has arrived. You've seen the hot action on the field. Now, where the hot action off the field. T-shirts, caps, and tank tops featuring the new logos of the LA United, Sacramento Knights, Monterrey LaRaZa. The Arizona Sandsharks feature 2 designs. San Diego Soccer's Dallas Sidekicks, Portland Pride. Shirts and caps just $12.50. Send a check or money order to CISL Properties, 16027 Ventura Boulevard, Suite 605, Encino, California, 91436. Add $2.50 per order for shipping plus California sales tax. Please indicate size with order.
Look, it's Big Shot Lawyers.
Put the calf roping back on.
Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents the Big Lawyer Roundup. There's Billy Pugh going after that divorce lawyer that took away his bass boat. Got him. Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything. Check it out, Bobby. Here comes a big, rich tax attorney. This is some beer. Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
The way to not win in tennis is to think too much about your opponent. Because in tennis, you don't just play the opponent. You've got to play the ball. It's how you play the ball that determines whether your shot is in or out. Whether the point is won or lost. Play the ball better than your opponent, and you'll play winning tennis. Now, you can play the ball and win with this double offer from Tennis Magazine. You'll receive a free half-hour video by Tennis Magazine instruction editor Vic Braden, plus a full year, 12 issues of Tennis Magazine. Call this number now and change the way you play tennis. What a combination. The How to Play Winning Tennis with Vic Braden video, plus the magazine that brings more instruction to more tennis players than any other.
Call 800-848-4600 for a full year of Tennis Magazine, plus this free video. Just $13.77. Call 800-848-4600 now.
Well, there's the great number 9 for the Dallas Sidekicks tattoo with his young son, and that's goalkeeper Joe Papaleo next to him. There's the numbers on tattoo. Leading scorer in the CISL coming into tonight's action, and he'll win the scoring championship. No one can touch those numbers. David Doyle would have to have about a 30-point night to catch tattoo tonight. And actually, it's kind of good in retrospect for the Sidekicks. Both those two key players are getting a rest for the playoffs.
And as we mentioned before, Sean Ray showing that he can win some games when he's thrown into the fire. Undefeated 3-0, and has really been solid in his efforts. Hasn't allowed a lot of bad goals, which is really the key. Scott, here's a chance. Dade, just wide. Rebound, still in the zone. Dade and Scott working some magic, but Dade, that rifle just didn't get the back of the net. Now McAllister lays it off right side.
Well, again, Monterrey giving the ball up a lot in midfield with long passes like that one. They're not keeping the ball on the ground as much as Eric Geyer would like, I think, and they're trying a lot of long searching passes from the midfield that just aren't hitting their mark. Even from Kevin Smith, he's usually very accurate with that.
That's a sign of an outdoor game, too, the long passes, and just part of this crowd on soccer ball night, trying to see if you can locate one of those freebies to the first 3,000 youngsters. Now Sean Ray will skip it out of his own zone. 5 minutes remaining here in the half. We're tied at 1. Petroza seen more time down on the ground than on his feet tonight.
He's taking a beating.
Yes, he is.
Rookie out of Southern Methodist University. Seeing a lot of floor time tonight.
Ooh, good one. Doyle. I don't know if you meant it that way, the pun. Floor time? The way you looked at me, Randy. Left foot shot. Oh! Petroza on the floor again. Where else? Tried to head that one home. All the way back the other end. Look at this. Cezinho pass, shot, score! Villa Zevallos scores for Monterrey as they came in 2-0 on the counterattack as Dallas got caught upfield. And with 4:49 remaining in the half, LaRaZa has the lead, 2-1.
15th goal of the year for Ramon Villa Zevallos, but a great setup by number 9, Cezinho. And Villa Zevallos able to just tuck it underneath Sean Ray, who had to guard that near post here. As you see Cezinho with it, he couldn't give him that, or he'd have an open net tap in. Awfully difficult, though, when you've got skillful players like that. And Villa Zevallos knocks it in to make it 2-1, his 15th goal of the year.
Villa Zevallos played in First Division of Mexico. That's his 15th goal in 14 games. And it's 2-1. We're in the second quarter. So a couple of unanswered for Monterrey. Rijkaard, look out. That's about row 25. Good look at Curtis McAllister. And there's a nice shot of Reunion Arena here in Dallas.
Looks like a big crowd. The largest one I think we've seen in the league this year, although there have been some huge ones. Also expecting a very big crowd in Los Angeles tonight for them at the Forum tonight. in a game against the San Diego Sockers.
Andrew Shue of Melrose Place making his CISL debut. I understand he did not make training this morning. General Manager Tim Harris a little bit miffed about it. Here's Powers. Now back for Dave. And yes, they do expect a big crowd there in L.A. to see Andrew Shue and the Sockers and the United. Powers, right side. Gaither says, get out of here. And it does. 3:57 remaining.
Well, Dallas has always been a great supporter of soccer, both indoor and out, and this will also be one of the sites for World Cup 1994. In fact, Dallas will be one of the focal sites with games at the Cotton Bowl, and this will also be the International Broadcast Center for all the broadcasters around the world for the World Cup.
And for you fans in Southern California, of course, the Biggie will be at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. They will do a little bit of housework to that facility to make sure that it is World Cup ready.
June 17th to July 17th. Truly the greatest sporting spectacle on the planet.
And that will be in the middle of CISL season number 2 also. And they'll be going in full gear.
Which is very exciting. It's going to give the CISL an opportunity to expose its product not only to American soccer fans, but to visiting fans from around the world during the summer of '94. It's going to be a great, great event.
Here's Roderick Scott coming across the red line. Good feed to Doyle and a score! Stavro is second of the game. We're tied at 2.
Well, Nicky Stavro having himself quite a night in the absence of Tattoo. And with the inability of David Doyle to find the scoring sheet yet, has been doing it by himself. Off the rebound, on the wall ball from Doyle. Stavros hammers it home. No chance there for Curtis McAllister. And now there's a little shouting match going on the Monterrey LaRaZa bench between head coach Eric Geyer and his defender, Scott Gaither. Gaither, one of those ball watching in front of the Dallas net. And Geyer is trying to explain to these players what's going on.
I don't think Lopez wants to hear it. Marco Lopez turning his cheek. Cheeky's turning his cheek on Eric Geyer.
Well, Eric Geyer, who's from Germany, grew up in a soccer environment where you express yourself, and he's certainly doing that right now on the LaRaZa bench.
2-2 game, under 3 minutes to play here in the second period. Bill McDonald along with Randy Hahn. We certainly hope you're enjoying it. The CISL game of the week. We will have the playoffs for you also on Prime Network, so look forward to that. Doyle out of the target area. And now at midfield, controlled by Cantu and into the seats. And we will have a restart with 2:36 to play.
Scoring play was Nick Stavros' second of the game and 22nd of the year. David Doyle did pick up a point on the assist at 11:44. As we look at Geyer, who's hosing himself down with crushed ice there. Try and cool off a little bit. Obviously, there was a major defensive lapse, though, in front of McAllister. 3 white jerseys just kind of standing around there while the Sidekicks played a little wall ball and banged it home.
Eric, who's gained a few pounds while living down in Monterey, says the steaks are as good as anywhere. Gonna have to do a few sit-ups after the season. Here's a loose one in copy. All the way back now to Sean Ray. Actually thought he looked pretty healthy.
This is coming from poster boy over here with the hard body, Bill McDonald.
Thank you.
That washboard chest that
appreciate it.
That you show off at the Hotel Health Club.
That's right. You should play drums on it. Here is Reichart losing it. Now to Beto. Hey, easy. Now off the boards. It's going to be taken by Lopez, and he'll play it back now for Cantu. We are under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. That's played by Becerra back into the attacking zone. Now Becerra has it on a string at midfield. LaRaZa had the 2-1 lead just moments ago. Garduño now looking for the loose stuff in the corner. Lost by the Sidekicks. Here comes Monterrey. Shot wide. Rebound. Ray just deflects it into the corner. Garduño's there. So is Powers. Here's a chance right out in front of that one's whistled wide. Taken now by Lopez. Lopez trying to work. Lopez fakes left. Goes right. Has it. Across. And cleared by Powers and into the seats. Some good work in tight space by LaRaZa, but no goal.
And there is the holder of the unofficial Prime Network Gordon Gecko Award for the best groomed player in the CISL. Sean Ray with the hair.
Boy, put that thing in a hurricane, it won't move. Here's Reichart.
Between his hair and your Fabio body, that's right. I'm just surrounded by brilliance.
They're both chiseled. You have to chisel that hair instead of cut it. You're being so complimentary tonight, Randy. So complimentary. You want to be back next year, I know, and you know I'm in charge.
No, you're buying tonight.
That's right. At midfield, taken by Dallas. Here they come. Dave trying to move in. Taken by Doyle. Here's an opportunity. We're under a minute to play. Doyle with the left foot. Great pass. Beto! Rebound cleared. Doyle, what a great feed. And that, my friends, is a missed kick by Reeves. Almost made the upper deck. 43 seconds left.
Well, you know, it's funny how it works out. Sometimes you look for all the goals. They don't come. But in this game, we haven't had all the goals, but the action is really starting to heat up, and we're seeing some great soccer tonight.
Gaither, right side, after that tongue lashing on the bench. Here we go the other way. The purple-clad homestanders from Dallas. Doyle on a run. Doyle across the red line. Check from behind. Loose. Rebound. There's a chance for the hat trick that time. No, that was Petroza. Or was that Stavro? Now here's Doyle. Now it was Stavro looking for the hat trick. He's in front. He and Doyle fall over McAllister. Look out. They're all on the floor. Zizinho now to midfield with 12 seconds left, and we've got a whistle.
Well, foul right in front of the LaRaZa net as Chris McAllister was all tied up by David Doyle and Nick Stavro, but some anxious moments around that Monterrey penalty area as McAllister is hanging in there. That goal's against. He wants to make it a lot better tonight. 2 goals per half. That'll knock a couple points off it.
Stavro almost wearing the big sombrero, the hat trick in the first half. 2-2 game, and that's the way it's going to end here at the end of the first 30 minutes. And there is the horn. We are halfway through this one in Big D, Dallas, Texas. They're getting ready for their Cowboys and the Bills here tomorrow. But tonight, it's the Sidekicks in LaRaZa as Mr. Defense makes his way to the locker room. And when we come back, it'll be Randy chatting. 2-2, Dallas and Monterrey. Stay with us.
On the road again.
Introducing American Roads, a great new collection that hits you where you live.
Americana. 18 wheels and a dozen roses. Smoky Mountain rain keeps on falling. The bluest skies in Texas. Lord, I ain't been home in years. Got the Highway 40 blues. Now I know it's a long, hard road.
American Roads features 40 great hits. It'll make you feel good. Here's how to order.
Call toll-free 1-800-352-2121. That's 1-800-352-2121. Or send $19.95 for 3 LPs or 3 cassettes, or $24.95 for 2 CDs, plus $4 shipping to American Roads, P.O. Box 4943, Department P, Omaha, Nebraska, 68104.
Get into the action. Get into Prime Ticket.
Laughlin by the river. On the Colorado. 24-hour action. Non-stop fun. Over 8,000 valued priced guest rooms. Is it the time you got away? Laughlin, Nevada. Make a play for the river.
Whenever you travel for business or pleasure across America's western states, come discover the affordable excellence of Shiloh Inns. Shiloh's friendly people are dedicated to offering you Shiloh's famous affordable excellence, clean, comfortable rooms and suites, superb dining, and also meeting and banquet facilities for those special occasions. Shiloh Inns, affordable excellence.
Well, for many years, he was a star here in Dallas with the Sidekicks. Now in just his first year with the new Monterrey LaRaZa, he is one of the league's it's like here in Dallas.
Yeah, it's home. My wife, my kids are here. The players go to the hotel. I go to my house. You know, I get goosebumps when I come here. I played over 400 games. I'm not going to lie to you. It's always emotional. The first game, I won't lie, I cried. First game when the crowd got up and stood and clapped me. It's very touching. And, it's better now this month, but it's still bad. I mean, I don't like playing against my friends too much.
Kevin, not many people around the league expected that you would go to Monterrey to play this year. I think the conventional wisdom is that you would either play or you probably wouldn't play at all. How did Eric Geyer talk you into finally going down there?
Well, the thing was, they picked me, and if I didn't play, I don't play for 2 years. So, you know, I can come back to Dallas or whatever next year. So I thought I'd play. It's in a different country. It's a soccer country, so, you know, I'm from England. It's a real soccer country.
Talk a little bit about the atmosphere in Monterrey and at the arena there, which is certainly different Reunion Arena. What kind of atmosphere is it?
Well, it's obviously it's very, very small, and we have about 3,500, and we're starting to fill it every game now, and it is crazy in there. I mean, the first couple of games, they didn't know how to get up, get up and clap and go crazy, but now they're really into it, and it's hard for the team away from home to come there. I mean, it's really hard. Everybody's got a home advantage, and they're a good team, but we've got a home advantage there big time. If we get a big crowd there, you know, if we got to the final or whatever like that, it's going to be hard for us to get beat there. I don't care who we play.
Kevin, as you were here in Dallas, you're a playmaker with Monterrey, and I'm wondering if the experience of playing with Tattoo here for so many years, with a Brazilian or South American style, has helped you in adapting to setting up the forward players that obviously have a more South American style with LaRaZa.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I played with Tattoo on the same line for 8 years. I mean, I know him like the back of my hand. And, you know, Zizinho is a similar sort of player. He plays with his back to him, and he's got an unbelievable shot, and he's got a quick turn. And I know where he wants the ball. I mean, right now, I mean, he runs one way. I know where I'm going to put the ball to him, and he's a tremendous player like Tattoo. You know, and, you know, give Tattoo credit. I mean, he's playing unbelievable this year as well. And, you know, I played with him for a long time. I know him. He's going to get his points, and, you know, I played with him a long time, and I'm getting my points. The thing is, you know, I've learned a lot with playing with him, and, you know, I'm an indoor player just like he is, and it's been a good experience here, but at the moment I'm going there. I mean, as I said before, it's been hard. It was hard at first, but it's been an unbelievable experience for me.
Kevin, you're one of the assist leaders in the CISL right now, and as you look at the rest of your team, some of the top goal scorers are on your club. How do you think you'll fare in the postseason?
I think we're going to do very, very well. I think I don't think San Diego or Dallas want to play us first round. Now, I think that's definite. They're just getting better and better. They're all outdoor players. Me and Zizinho are the only ones that have got any experience really of indoor at all, and they're catching it on. I mean, for us to make the playoffs first year, I think is unbelievable, really, because when we first started, I mean, the guys, I mean, they just didn't know the game. But now they've got an idea of indoor soccer.
Have the fans given you a nickname down there yet?
No, I don't know what they're calling me because it's in Spanish. I still only know 9 words now. Muy bien, that's about it.
Well, muy bien to you, Kevin Smith. There's some great play this year, and best of luck the rest of the way, and good luck in the playoffs against whoever it is.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You do a good job, guys.
All right, Kevin Smith of Monterrey LaRaZa. Now back upstairs to Bill McDonald.
Gracias, Randy. All right, let's take a look at the CISL news of the week now. A 2-2 at the half. Dallas, San Diego, Monterrey, and Portland. We mentioned those are the 4 that'll make the playoffs. They begin September 25th in Dallas. September 26th, you folks down in San Diego will see the game. And John Bain, player-coach of Portland, is the CISL Player of the Week. Gotta go. When we come back, more at the half. It's 2-2, Monterrey and Dallas. Stay with us.
The Continental Indoor Soccer League has arrived. You've seen the hot action on the field now. Where the hot action off the field. T-shirts, caps, and tank tops featuring the new logos of the LA United, Sacramento Knights, Monterrey LaRaZa. The Arizona Sand Sharks feature 2 designs. San Diego Soccer's Dallas Sidekicks, Portland Pride. Shirts and caps just $12.50. Send a check or money order to CISL Properties, 16027 Ventura Boulevard, Suite 605, Encino, California, 91436. Add $2.50 per order for shipping plus California sales tax. Please indicate size with order.
Look, it's Big Shot Lawyers.
Put the calf roping back on.
Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents the Big Lawyer Roundup. There's Billy Pugh going after that divorce lawyer that took away his bass boat.
Get him.
Got him. Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything. Check it out, Bobby. Here comes a big, rich tax attorney. This is some beer. Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
The way to not win in tennis is to think too much about your opponent. Because in tennis, you don't just play the opponent. You've got to play the ball. It's how you play the ball that determines whether your shot is in or out. Whether the point is won or lost. Play the ball better than your opponent, and you'll play winning tennis. Now, you can play the ball and win with this double offer from Tennis Magazine. You'll receive a free half-hour video by Tennis Magazine instruction editor Vic Braden, plus a full year, 12 issues of Tennis Magazine. Call this number now and change the way you play tennis. What a combination. The How to Play Winning Tennis with Vic Braden video, plus the magazine that brings more instruction to more tennis players than any other.
Call 800-522-5333 for a full year of Tennis Magazine, plus this free video, just $13.77. Call 800-522-5333 now.
It is still halftime here at Reunion Arena. 2-2, Dallas and Monterrey. We welcome you back. Bill McDonald along with Randy Hunt. Pretty good defensive effort for both teams in the first half.
Yeah, I'd say so. We saw some good soccer, but some good defense, also some good goaltending.
And we take a look at the highlights and our first goal of the game.
Oh, good view from behind the net. Nicky Stavro will score this first goal for the Dallas Sidekicks. First quarter, 5:36. Comes off the boards. Stavro. Bing, boom, bullet,
bang,
off the head, right into the back of the net, 1-0. But then Monterrey comes back. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. This is a great one. Zizinho, number 9, against one of the best defenders in the league, Mike Powers, turns him around, the right foot shot, and it's tied 1-1. Then in the second quarter, Monterrey wondering if they can give Gordon Jago a big headache tonight, and they did, at least momentarily. At 10-11, they took the lead in the second quarter on a remarkable effort by Ramon Villa-Zavallos. Right here on the great pass from Zizinho, has been in on both goals. Zizinho tapping it across, and Villa-Zavallos tapping it in after a great overlapping run down the left side, made it 2-1. But Dallas comes back to tie it, and again it's Nicky Stavro. David Doyle off the wall. Stavro one times the left footer in, and tied at 2.
2-2. Who am I imitating? Who am I imitating? Oh, we'll do that in a minute. Here's the halftime stats. Halftime stats.
17-13. Shots on goal by Dallas. Saves, blocks, penalty minutes. There's your stats.
Come on, I was doing my Gordon Jago and we didn't come back on camera. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the third quarter, Dallas and Monterrey. Here's Gordon Jago right here. Gordon Jago.
We'll
take a break. We'll be back. See you in a minute.
Discover the defensive training secrets of America's finest baseball school and an exciting new videotape. This is the professional instructional video that gets results. See how this group of youngsters added an amazing 6 miles per hour to their arm strength while vastly improving their running speed and defensive skills in just a few weeks of work. Baseball World's revolutionary new video features professional scout and instructor Tommy Mansky and the same defensive drills used by Baseball World's back-to-back 1990-91 AAU national championship teams. Lou Pavlovich Jr., editor of Collegiate Baseball magazine, calls it a masterpiece, the best defensive drill video ever produced. San Diego Padres Major League superstar Fred McGriff agrees.
I'm so impressed with the instructional videos by Coach Mansky that I've given them my full endorsement. When you watch them, you'll know why.
Baseball World's defensive drill video makes a great gift and benefits players of all ages and ability levels and improves coaches' practice organization. To order your copy for only $29.95, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-544-8889. Call now and we'll ship today.
We are back at Reunion Arena, and the referees don't hold the game for us, and we miss a goal. So we apologize. Mike Powers gets it for Dallas. Here it is.
Well, right in the slot, 28 seconds into the third quarter. He just walks through the Monterrey defense, the left footer, and it's 3-2 Sidekicks.
So Herb Silva and Kelly Mock owe everybody one. Dallas 3, Monterrey 2, and we are half a minute in, and that was just the restart after the goal by Mike Powers. 3-2 Dallas. And once again, we apologize for that. The game was not held for us. All right, here we go again at midfield. Kevin Smith battling. It's going to be taken now by Doyle. He lays it off to Stavro, who had a couple of goals in the first half. So he'll be looking for that hat trick here in half number 2. Left-hand side, Young, who had a great goal here last week on a tremendous individual effort. Taken now by Dade. Now for Reeves. Reeves moves in. Off the boards. Good idea, but an excellent defensive play made by Gaither. Now a loose ball. Reeves again as he tries to go back post. Taken by Young. Not taken by Young. And now it's played at midfield one more time for Stavro. We played a minute and a half. 3-2 Dallas on that quick goal by Powers here at the beginning of the third. Little 1-2 taken away by LaRaZa. Now it's Doyle. Hop, skip, and a jump over the defense, and Stavro will control back for Hedlund.
Pedroso got the assist on the Powers goal. Mike's 10th of the year. And even without Tattoo, Sidekicks have the lead.
Tattoo out serving the second game of that suspension after the incident in Monterrey, first week in August. Chance for Roderick Scott. He can't play on the ball as Curtis McAllister wanders out a bit and knocks it away. Loose along the near side. Dallas wearing their home purple uniforms, moving left to right. If you're just joining us, it's the Sidekicks and Monterrey LaRaZa, the CASL game of the week. Bill McDonald with Randy Hahn. David Doyle tees one up. That one ricochets off of Gaither. Gaither throwing that body around, but Doyle's in front, and it's cleared. So Dallas buzzing around the hive here early on in the third quarter, and that one's going to go over the high glass, and it'll be now brought in by Curtis McAllister, the keeper for Monterrey.
Well, if I'm guessing the kind of style Monterrey's going to come out with here in the second half, I'd say it's going to be more defensive. They were rather sloppy defensively. We saw the incident with Geyer and Gaither jawing over on the bench. And they've got to be more selective with their passes, especially out of midfield. Like here, keeping the ball on the ground a little more. The shorter passes, rather than the long, searching air balls that more often than not were being intercepted.
Although it's still just 3-2. And they were playing a defensive mode early in the game, then they let things go a little bit. But really, it's all discipline when it comes down to playing defense, and that one goes hopping into the Dallas bench. There's Billy Phillips, former keeper, and moving over to Gordon Jago. Scott runs into a man. That man is Munoz. And this one will go to Dallas.
Roderick Scott, fourth in scoring on the team. 31 points for him. He's a member of the Canadian national outdoor team as well.
Now to Powers. Although they. Dade. Here it's taken now by LaRaZa. We go 4-on-2 the other way. Taken away. That's just great stuff by Powers. Picked and clean. Dade trips and falls, but regains his balance and plays it now back to Reichart. Reichart, however, triple teamed, and that one is taken away by Becerra. Midfield, Lopez just chips it into the attacking zone. Ray, a little hesitant to come out, was a little fortunate, and it's taken now by Dallas. Here they come, Beto. Beto moving in right side, puts on the brakes. Now Reichart clears it just off the bench. Here are the Sidekicks. With 11-12 remaining in the third, it's 3-2 Dallas.
Well, if Dallas goes on to win this game, it puts Monterrey in a situation where they're really going to be in a dogfight to stay out of fourth place. A fourth place finish for Monterrey would put them right back here in Dallas next weekend for the playoff game, and I think they'd rather face San Diego, quite frankly, than Monterrey LaRaZa.
Hedlund, shot, save McAllister, namely because Thompson, you see him, not in the lineup anymore.
And Monterrey's beaten San Diego 3 out of 5 times this year.
Indeed, good point. So they have the confidence going in against the Sockers. Except there's something about that playoff magic in San Diego that has worked for, about 10 years or so. Kevin Smith lays it off right wing side. We have 10.5 clock running. Third period. Sidekicks 3-2. They took the lead on a goal by Mike Powers just 32 seconds into the period. Taken now by LaRaZa's Smith. You see the crossfield ball for Lopez. Lopez, high scorer. One of the high scorers here for Monterrey. At midfield, some pretty good stuff there by Stavro. He's a real playmaker at midfield. Now to Reeves, to Colin Rock, back to Reeves. Stavro trying to run on, but a sliding tackle made by Nkapi. The teams now will change up. There's our story. 3-2, Sidekicks on top. David Doyle, remember once again, Tattoo not in the lineup because of the suspension. Joe Papaleo for the third time in a row on TV, missing the game in goal for Dallas because of a slight injury. They want him to be 110 come playoff time. So once again, it's Sean Ray. Ball stolen away by David Doyle, right back to McAllister. Copy at midfield. Monterrey turning right off the bench. Reichart, the water bug, taken out by Rock. to Reichart. Reichart attacking his own right wing side, looking for Powers to join the party. Here comes Powers right wing side. They get it to him. Powers looking to center, blocked away. Reichart with the rebound. Can't clear to his left foot.
Monterrey doing a much better job defensively there. They had people coming back. Moises Garduño came from all the way at midfield, rushing up into the corner to mark Mike Powers. And that's the kind of work rate Geyer needs from this team. And as I was saying in the first half, they are slow starters, this LaRaZa team. They kind of lull you to sleep in the first quarter. All of a sudden, by the third and fourth quarter, they're firing goals into the back of the net. And Dallas better beware of that.
Reichart tried to bend that one in, but it wasn't even close, and it'll go into the seats, and McAllister will start it back up. Curtis McAllister looking pretty good so far tonight.
McAllister spent some time in San Diego with their Auto Trader reserve team as well, and one of the 3 or 4 non-Mexican players on the LaRaZa team, along with Scott Gaither and Kevin Smith. And that's about it. The rest are all native Mexicans. The exception would be Zizinho, who's from Brazil. And there's his brother Beto.
Which is the flavor that the CISL is trying to exude, local players on the teams. That's right, Beto Zizinho's brother. In fact, the two brothers now at midfield, shadowing each other. Here's Roderick Scott. Good slide tackle by Gaither. There is Zizinho. Tries to play it out for Lopez. Lopez on a run, but it's going to be stolen away once again by Dallas. And now comes Beto. Beto knocks over Lopez. Beto, the runaway train. Here he comes off the boards.
Monterrey without a shot on goal so far in this quarter. Dallas with 4 of them.
Scott. Left side. Scott trying to cut it back to the left. Now Beto, he wants to toe poke with the right foot if he possibly can. 7.5 to go here in the third. McAllister with the left foot, kept in. 3-2 Dallas over Monterrey LaRaZa. Headland. Now to Powers. Powers wants to chip it in towards goal. Instead, he's just taking his time as the pace of the play slows considerably. Now Scott at the red line. Dumps it in the corner. Look out here. Score! Powers is now Mr. Offense. That's 2 goals and a 4-2 Dallas lead with 7:13 remaining in the third. Going to take a break. When we come back, we'll show it to you again. It's 4-2 Sidekicks over LaRaZa. Don't you move.
You want to have some fun? Some California fun? Then order the Aquasling from Riva Sport and let the fun fly. The Aquasling water balloon slingshot is just plain fun. Fun on the run and fun in the sun. The Aquasling can launch a water balloon the length of a football field, or double that with a 200-yard competition model. The Aquasling is made in America and designed to last. It's easily used by 1, 2, or 3 people, and it comes with a lifetime guarantee. With your Aquasling, you get 72 biodegradable balloons, the garden hose fill nozzle, official Aquasling target, and detailed instructions on its, proper use. Just call 1-800-544-5200. That's 1-800-544-5200. Have your credit card ready and we can ship it to you tomorrow. Tomorrow. That's right. You can be having California fun in just a few days. The Aquasling costs a mere $19.95. So what are you waiting for? Order your California fun today.
Mike Powers has given Dallas a 4-2 lead here in the third quarter with his second goal of the game, and Dallas now has 3 unanswered goals. Powers walking through the defense and has his teammate jump to avoid the ball as it goes in past McAllister. Here's another look, running the screen in front, and there's the shot, and that was a perfect screen. I believe it was by Nick Stavro, jumping right in front. One more look at it. There's Powers. There's Stavro just hopping up, gets in McAllister's line of sight. That's all it took for Mike Powers to net number 11 on the year. Roderick Scott got the assist. 7:47 here in the third.
And Stavros should have gotten an assist because he was the one that did jump over and screen the keeper. So a nice goal by Powers, his second of the game. It's 4-2 Dallas with 7 minutes remaining here in the third. So tattoo-less Dallas leads by a couple. Here's the ball in front of score. Oh, coming right back.
Villazavallos.
Villazavallos, it just rolled right off your tongue. Ramon Villazavallos. And it's 4-3 as LaRaZa comes right back. And we'll be back 4-3, Dallas over LaRaZa. LaRaZa draws LaRaZa to within 1.
Time to go 8 minutes even.
We are back. You see the clock running. 6:51 is played, just underway again from Union Arena in Dallas. Bill McDonald along with Randy Hahn, our final regular season presentation of the Continental Indoor Soccer League. We will have a couple of playoff games for you. Our first one will be either the 25th or 26th of September.
Check your local listings.
Right. It'll either be, of course, here in Dallas or in San Diego. To be determined. Sean Ray, keeper, Dallas, up now for Petroza. Cade runs on it, off the glass, looking for some help. Doyle with the header, still loose in the corner. They're battling for it, and it is cleared by Mkapi, but it's taken to the red line now by Dallas. Sidekicks just a moment ago had a 2-goal lead. Now David Doyle trying to wheel and deal and take it away. Loose ball at midfield. LaRaZa could have a 2-on-1 if they get moving, and it's lost. So an opportunity goes by there as Lopez just kicked it into the attacking zone. Garduño, left wing side, trying to battle a double team. Gets knocked off the ball momentarily, but it does go back to his LaRaZa teammates and Kevin Smith, who has been quiet tonight. He is such a good player from the midfield. Taken out by Doyle. Doyle left side. Doyle attacking zone. Doyle's got Pedroza. Doyle off the boards for Pedroza, and his header goes wide. And Ooh, that could be 2.
It is.
Doyle, and it is right, Randy.
Absolutely. No question about that. When you come up with the leg chest high, he didn't get a lot of McAllister, and Curtis is a pretty tough young guy. But Doyle with that straight leg, that's an automatic blue card, and we're going to get a penalty to the Dallas Sidekicks. But first, let's go back and look at that goal by Villas-Alayos right there. Punching it away is Sean Ray, but he doesn't do a good job of getting it up the boards. A little flick of the left foot by Villas-Alayos after it came off Becerra's thigh, and it was 4-3. Now the penalty. There's the header back to McAllister, and there's David Doyle coming into the midsection of Curtis McAllister, and that's a power play for Monterrey. Another look. Doyle, no question about it. That's a dangerous play. You're always going to protect those goalkeepers if you're a referee. They need the protection. And now Monterrey will go on a power play. LaRaZa on the power play this year, about the middle of the pack in the CISL, 4th best. They score 37% of the time. Overall this year, they have 17 power play goals.
Here we go. 5.5 to play in the third. 4-3 Dallas, but Monterrey can tie it up. The quarterback is Smith. Lopez, the target man. Gaither, right wing side. Zizinho's also on the right, and on the left, Becerra, number 7. But it's going to be taken away by Rijkaard. Stavro can't run onto the ball as he's looking for something shorthanded. Now he's down, and Mr. Defense, Mike Powers, controls near side. Powers double teamed, and a foul's going to be called. And some pushing and shoving, Lopez and Powers. And now Beto and Dallas trying to kill some time. 1:25 on the power play.
I'll tell you, he's having a rough night for Monterrey tonight is Scott Gaither.
And it's easy to see, too, because of his size. Here is Smith. Kevin Smith easily now to Zizinho. Zizinho moving across the red line. Back for Smith. Becerra's on the left. Zizinho wants a shot. Gaither down low. Gaither looking. Back post. He wanted it. That's a good play by Beto. Just hugging the goal line and knocking it away. Down low, Lopez shot, blocked, out, corner time.
Now Monterrey with some good ball movement around the offensive zone. Still 50 seconds to go in the power play. Smith restarts.
Gaither. Dallas has not allowed a power play goal against them at home all year. And this is the final game of the season, so we'll see if they can get through the year unblemished. Smith, Zizinho on the power play with 33 left on it. Lopez in front, blocked by Beto again. Gaither crossfield with the header. Smith, good play that time, used a little bit of the arm. Smith now moving midfield for Zizinho. He might tee it up. He does! It goes right into the defender. Chance for Gaither, goes back post, nobody there. Becerra. Smith with 13 on the power play. He can't slot it in as Rijkaard makes the good play. Zizinho at 8 on the power play. Lopez. Smith, 3.5. to play in the period, and the penalty is over. Back comes Doyle. Dallas has killed it off. They still lead 4-3 here in the third.
They have yet to give up a power play goal at home this year. They are perfect penalty killing here at Reunion.
Sensational stuff all season long for the Dallas Sidekicks. That's why they are the regular season champs, and they have home field throughout the playoffs. Nick Stavro now back for Mike Powers. In fact, you're looking at the offense right now for Dallas. Stavro 2 goals, Powers 2 goals. And they play out of the back. And that one's up over and out with 2:59 remaining here.
The Continental Indoor Soccer League has arrived. You've seen the hot action on the field now. The hot action off the field. T-shirts, caps, and tank tops featuring the new logos of the LA United, Sacramento Knights, Monterrey LaRaZa. The Arizona Sand Sharks feature 2 designs. San Diego Soccer's Dallas Sidekicks, Portland Pride. Shirts and caps just $12.50. Send a check or money order to CISO Properties, 16027 Ventura Boulevard, Suite 605, Encino, California, 91436. Add $2.50 per order for shipping plus California sales tax. Please indicate size with order.
Look, it's Big Shot Lawyers.
Put the calf roping back on.
Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents the Big Lawyer Roundup. There's Billy Pugh going after that divorce lawyer that took away his bass boat.
Get him.
Got him. Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything. Check it out, Bobby. Here comes a big, rich tax attorney. This is some beer. Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
Where the hype ends, the real story of sports begins.
I took the growth hormone. It may cost me my life.
Now Time Life Video brings you blood, sweat, and glory. A heart-pumping look inside the minds of the athletes who live and die to win. Your first video, For the Thrill of It, takes you on a bone-rattling run down skiing's most dangerous downhill course and into thin air with those who live to cheat death one last time. Other videos give you an insider's look at sport's greatest moments and show you the fine line that separates competition from all-out warfare. Call this toll-free number now to order For the Thrill of It for just $9.99. Other videos will arrive at the regular price, but there's no commitment to buy.
I am the greatest.
Call now.
Call 1-800-237-1188 or send $9.99 plus $3.23 shipping and handling to Blood, Sweat, and Glory, Grand Central Station, P.O. Box 5294, Department B-472, New York, New York, 10163.
And Hedlund heads it in towards goal. Up the ladder goes McAllister. Down he comes with the gun out to midfield. One final chance for Smith, but he's going to lose it, and that'll do it for the third period here from Reunion Arena. As the horn sounds, and in front of a big crowd here tonight in Dallas, crowd of around 8,000 or 9,000. We have written 3 chapters in this one, and it reads, the Sidekicks of Dallas 4, LaRaZa of Monterrey 3. Randy and I back to give you all the action in the fourth after this, so no flipping around, everybody.
The Continental Indoor Soccer League has arrived. You've seen the hot action on the field now. Where the hot action off the field. T-shirts, caps, and tank tops featuring the new logos of the LA United, Sacramento Knights, Monterrey LaRaZa. The Arizona Sand Sharks feature 2 designs. San Diego Soccer's Dallas Sidekicks, Portland Pride. Shirts and caps just $12.50. Send a check or money order to CISO Properties, 16027 Ventura Boulevard, Suite 605, Encino, California, 91436. Add $2.50 per order for shipping plus California sales tax. Please indicate size with order.
Look, it's Big Shot Lawyers.
Put the calf roping back on.
Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents the Big Lawyer Roundup. There's Billy Pugh going after that divorce lawyer that took away his bass boat.
Get him.
Got him. Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything. Check it out, Bobby. Here comes a big, rich tax attorney. This is some beer. Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
Get into the action. Get into Prime Ticket.
Running, screaming, and kicking before bed on a Sunday night.
Now it's our turn with the Cowboys and the Cardinals on Sunday Night NFL on TNT. The Super Bowl champs will be doing the running, and the Cardinals will be screaming. The Cowboys and the Cardinals, Sunday at 8 Eastern, Sunday Night NFL on TNT.
Brought to you by Bo Weevil. Tired of the same old thing? Maybe it's time for a change. Bo Weevil's not your ordinary burger place. It's unbelievable.
T-minus 3, 2, 1.
Fasten your seatbelt.
When you got a perfect wave, a perfect anything, you go for it.
Nicky! And get ready for the ride of your life.
Stay away from my sister.
You know, you were the first smiling face I've seen in 3 weeks.
Leave gravity behind and get airborne. Rated PG. Starts Friday, September 17th.
Light beer from Miller presents the Prime Network Game of the Week, the Continental Indoor Soccer League. Dallas 4, Monterrey LaRaZa 3, as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Bill McDonald along with Randy Hahn, and Randy, the scoring in the third.
Well, for a while, it looked like it was going to be all Dallas and all Mike Powers. Couple of goals from the defender. 28 seconds in, Powers scores from Pedroso. Then Roderick Scott sets him up, but Ramon Villazavallos from Monterrey gets them to within a goal at the 8-minute mark on the assist by Becerra. There's your shots on goal. Dallas with a 4-shot edge. Saves pretty even up, same with blocks. Foul's not on there, but LaRaZa out-fouling Dallas right now, 15-8.
And those are our light beer from Miller third quarter stats. And we get set now for quarter number 4. Sidekicks 4, LaRaZa 3 on Prime Network. Final regular season telecast. Reunion Arena, the site. Big crowd on hand, and unfortunately, they're doing the wave right now.
I just saw a great looking tray of nachos going by, so I'll see you in a bit.
Randy's gone, and we start the fourth. Kevin Smith now to the left-hand side. Looking for Zizinho, but he saw those nachos too and didn't see the ball. He lost it, and now it's going to be a whistle and a foul.
Hey, it's going to take more than a little plate of the nachos to get Zizinho's attention. How about a buffet line?
Or some salmon jerky that they have up in Portland.
Really miss that.
Yes, they do. The salmon weren't running yet when we were up there.
Well, you just don't find salmon jerky in other arenas around the league.
If you aren't at Memorial Coliseum, try some. We didn't get a chance. As I mentioned, the salmon weren't running. Here's David Doyle.
I guess we could say that's the official salmon jerky of the CISL.
Powers. Now to Doyle with a chance. Scores! David Doyle, 5-2, Dallas. 5-3, Dallas, as I get my abacus out and add. Thank you. Once again, a 2-goal lead, and a big one, Randy, to start this period.
Well, that's just the way they came out to start the third quarter. The quick goal coming 28 seconds in, now 37 seconds in. Doyle really got everything behind that. McAllister looked to go down a little early on the play as we get another look at it from the right side. Kevin Smith loses it in the collision. Who's involved? Mike Powers slots it over. Doyle buries it, and it's 5-3. Doyle with the goal, his 51st of the year. Powers the assist at 37 seconds.
And Powers can add that assist to a couple of goals tonight, so he's having a huge offensive production evening. And David Doyle, who has been relatively quiet, finally makes some noise. 5-3, and we played a minute now in the quarter. Now LaRaZa deeper in that hole. A little more catch-up. Reeves. The crowd something to cheer about. This one is chipped in. Pedrosa, let's see if he falls to the turf. That time he stays on his feet, but he gets the foul. And the Bluebirds out of their cage. There he is.
There's Eric Geyer, who I think has to deserve consideration as one of the top candidates for Coach of the Year, probably along with John Bain of Portland. Those two, more so than any of the 7 coaches in the league, have done an outstanding job this year. Geyer really getting into it down on the bench there tonight, that time with Kevin Smith.
Hombre Lobo. Wolfman, Eric Geyer, head coach, Monterrey. I second that wholeheartedly. A lot of people didn't expect a lot out of this team, and a little different situation, playing down in Monterrey, and a lot of outdoor players. So Eric Geyer, I think, the front runner. Of course, Gordon Jago and Ron Newman, you would say, hey, why not? But they had the players coming in, and they've had the experience. John Bain, though, doing a nice job player coach from Portland. Pedrosa. Hedlund battling. Out of the melee it comes. LaRaZa gets it with Gaither. At midfield, Monterrey down by a couple. Curtis McAllister at his own red line. We keep a close eye on the clock. There, you see it right there. Coming up on 12 and a half to play in the game, or in regulation, if you will. Here is one that rattles around the glass. Loose near side. Cantu looking for it, and that one's finally going to find the seats. And it'll be brought in now by Dallas.
Well, Dallas has never had as large as a 3-goal lead, and that may be what it takes to shake off this LaRaZa team. Right now, the Sidekicks in front by a couple, and what Monterrey needs is the next goal, absolutely.
3-goal lead, and Dallas can sit on it, and they've got enough defensive studs in the back that they should be able to do that. There's a shot by Ceballos, who has a goal tonight. That one also goes into the seats, and part of the crowd and some of the families that are here.
Rather conspicuous by his absence, at least on the scoring sheet for Monterrey tonight, has been their top scorer, Marco Lopez, number 20. Not been involved in any of the scoring so far tonight.
He's the 5'7", 145-pounder.
Ceballos has really been the catalyst offensively, along with Kevin Smith, for them so far.
Guillermo Munoz, also LaRaZa's most famed player in Monterrey. Played with Mexico's national team recently in the Gold Cup. And he's a real popular player, and he's been relatively quiet too. Munoz, number 6. As we get familiarized with this LaRaZa team late in the year, and we will see them in the playoffs. Here's Zizinho posting up as he does so well. Sean Ray comes up, but nobody breaking on the counter.
Well, Lopez was there and was in the vicinity, just couldn't get any part of his body on the ball in front of Ray.
Doyle now at midfield for Stavro, who's sitting on his 2 goals, as is Powers, and Doyle has the other one for Dallas. Sidekicks in the attacking zone. Scott wards off the defender with his elbow. 11 minutes to play in the game. Sidekicks by 2.
And right now you can see Dallas wasting some clock. They're knocking the ball around midfield, holding it, forcing the LaRaZa to step up out of the back and challenge them in the middle, and of course that leaves them vulnerable to the counterattack.
1-2 to Dade, running right wing side. He has it stolen away. Out now to Lopez. Now quickly to Garduño. Garduño falls down, loses the ball, but Lopez with an opportunity. Good ball, down low. Lopez can't get the refeed from Smith. Maybe a little overpassing that time by Kevin, although the angle would have been difficult if he had tried Sean Ray.
Well, Smith probably should have taken a chance himself there, but he played that ball behind Lopez back, and I don't care how good a goal scorer you are, when you get that ball there, you've got no chance. Little mistake there by Smith.
At midfield, it's back now to McAllister. Gaither right off the bench. Back now to Curtis McAllister with 10 minutes to play in the game. 5-3 Sidekicks. It was 2-2 at the half. And Dallas scored just seconds into the second half. Make it 3-2. We stand at 5-3 right now. Stolen away. Right guard. Powers moves it away from Zizinho beautifully over to Beto, Zizinho's brother. Roberto dos Santos, or Beto, with it at midfield, now over to Powers. Powers had a great offensive night, as I mentioned just a couple of moments ago. Has an assist to go along with his 2 goals. And Powers will dump it into the attacking zone. There's a mismatch height-wise. Pedroza and Gaither, actually, Gaither and anybody in the league is a mismatch probably. And now Gaither slowly brings it out of the back with 9:20 remaining.
Now that high glass really came into play right there on that pass by Gaither. That would have been out of play here a week ago.
Good play by Beto. He's held up, but they say play on, which is probably a good non-call in that situation. Beto now tripped up, and now there is a whistle and a call as Zizinho and Beto get tangled up.
Well, brother brings down brother, and there was going to be no advantage given there as Zizinho just came right in and took the legs out from under Beto. So the free kick now for Dallas.
Right guard across the red line. His shot goes squarely off the body of Cantu that time. Battling forward is Stavro and Garduño. Taken out by Smith. In fact, Stavro and Garduño go down in a heap. Powers takes it. Pedroza's got it. Scores! Gianpaolo Pedroza. And with 8:44 remaining, it's 6-3 Dallas.
Well, LaRaZa really are falling apart here, playing like they were earlier in the game. Look at Powers after the turnover in midfield, slots it over to Pedroso. Great rising shot, but it was really the breakdown on offense by Monterrey before that led to this. But great finishing by Pedroso. McAllister fading over toward the side of the goal. But Pedroso with a bullet of a shot on an assist by who else? Mr. Offense, Mike Powers. And it's 6-3.
I asked the question, what up with Mike Powers tonight?
He's on fire. He's possessed. It's the ghost of Tattoo.
You cannot stop him. You can only hope to contain him tonight. Here's Doyle, near side. 8:22 remaining. Clock a-moving. 6-3, Dallas over LaRaZa.
Does Powers mean armadillo in any language?
Now, you would know if anybody would.
We'll look that up. We'll have our research people work on that.
Wade's here, working hard.
Wade from the league office, and he's doing a heck of a job.
He is doing a heck of a job. Looks good with his feet propped up behind us. Here's a shot and a kick save. Lounging.
Nice to see him taking advantage of
the trip to Dallas.
The availability of the adult beverage of his choice here as well, of course, which would be light beer from Miller.
8:01 to play here in the fourth. There's Roderick Scott. You were saying something about Scott before when I stepped all over you.
I was telling you that he was a member of the Canadian national team, which was eliminated from World Cup competition 2 weeks ago. They lost to Australia.
Don't worry, folks. The United States will be in it. Why? They are the home team. Well, they will be there. Here's a loose one in front. Beto. Now the right-hand side, taken by Dallas. 6-3, Sidekicks in control, and they want more. Why not? Powers is on the field, and so Doyle gets knocked down. That's a foul. As he got hammered there by number 17, Carranza. 7:33 left.
Yeah, there's Carranza coming in with the left leg, and he didn't get any ball there. He got all David Doyle. Carranza, a former first division player in Mexico with Santos.
We mentioned once again a lot of outdoor talent that has been converted to an indoor team here on LaRaZa. Lopez. Now Zizinho. As time now dwindling on Monterrey in their hopes of moving ahead of Portland, they will, of course, fall behind them with this loss if they do, in fact, not come back. Here's Doyle. Doyle across the red line. Doyle looks for the left foot. Now wanted Beto out in front. It'll be taken away by the defense. Here's Powers stepping in front of that headman pass, but Kevin Smith quickly. Here's a chance. Zizinho on a break. Zizinho across the red line. Ray gets back in goal. Zizinho scores as he hit the far post. What pretty stuff by Zizinho after Kevin Smith started the break at the other end. When we come back after this break, we'll show you a great goal by Monterrey. They're back in it. 6:40 to go in the game. It's 6-4 Dallas. Stay with us.
Look, it's Big Shot Lawyers.
Put the calf roping back on.
Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents the Big Lawyer Roundup. There's Billy Pugh going after that divorce lawyer that took away his bass boat.
Yeah.
Got him. Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything. Check it out, Bobby. Here comes a big, rich tax attorney. This is some beer. Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
Another day in the trenches got you down? Been kicked around? So now you're all strung out. Maybe caught in a jam and have a bad attitude.
This has got to be some sort of bad dream!
Don't have a stroke. We can save you. Just get off your feet and get away from it all. Take a break. Relax. Refuel. Watch Prime and get relief from the everyday grind.
The Angels take on Ken Griffey Jr. and the Seattle Mariners Wednesday at 7, only on Prime Ticket.
Frequent flyers on most airlines are thousands of miles from a free trip. But on Southwest Airlines, our company club frequent flyer members are only 8 short round trips away. Southwest Airlines Company Club, the shortest route to free trips. Southwest Airlines has so many flights, if you miss one, you can always catch the next one. Or the next one. Or the next one. Southwest Airlines, it's just plain smart.
Walker, 4 stumps, touchdown, UCLA.
Something to cheer about. For tickets, call 310-UCLA-101. That's 310-UCLA-101.
Score 7 goals and win the game.
Here's one that is roofed by Stavro off the crossbar. Pedroza. They were both there. And that one just rattled off the crossbar. Reeves now near side, and he'll stop and look.
Dallas has had 2 like that tonight. One by Doyle earlier in the game that he thought went in off the crossbar, but it didn't. And then that one by Pedroza as he just stabbed the right foot out. But Monterrey also hit a post earlier, so I guess that evens it up a little.
Here's a chance, Doyle, but getting back that time was in copy as McAllister, a little roaming that time, and it almost cost him. And that one's chipped quickly into the Dallas bench, and we'll have a restart for 28 to play. It's 6-4.
Well, every shift very important now, especially for LaRaZa. They've got to get in a position to try and catch up to Gordon Jago's Sidekicks. Down by 2 here with 4.5 to go.
That's the story, the CISL. Coast to Coast on Prime Network. Bill McDonald along with Randy Hahn. Our final regular season telecast. We will be with you for the playoffs, though, so look for that. Here's Zazino. Zazino wanted to slot it far post. Zazino still with it. There's the toe poke, but his brother knew it was coming, and Beto blocks it.
Again, LaRaZa trying the almost impossible pass sometimes, and it's just not working against an experienced Dallas defense.
Staying back is David Doyle this time. Gaither's got it in between 2 sidekicks. Zazino with the side foot. Doyle again coming back and playing some good defense late in the game like he has to. And we'll have another restart now with 3:40 to play, and we start thinking 6th attacker now for Monterrey, and we get it immediately with Kevin Smith.
So the Monterrey net is empty, and we have a 6th attacker out there.
So Eric Geyer thinking right along with us, and Kevin Smith is on the field now with the keeper uniform on, and the goal down to our left is open.
There's Gaither again with a very poor choice on the pass.
And a great chance for Doyle. He scores!
Going to see the end of it, but we really should roll back and see the mistake that Gaither made on the pass, because that's what caused this goal. That's simply a tap into the empty net, but it was further. Now we're not even going to see it on this replay either. That's just a shot into the empty net, but it was Gaither's mistake early that really created that goal, and Dallas now with a 7-4 lead.
Kevin Smith stays on as we see Doyle banging home once again. Here's Zazino now to Kevin Smith. Smith with that keeper uniform on. 7-4 with 3 minutes to play. Gaither tries to play it back. Reichart trying to play on the ball. It's going to be loose for Beto. He's going to send it to midfield. Went off the foot of his teammate Reichart. Smith has got to hustle back the other way. In fact, Kevin Smith, this is an interesting situation. Kevin Smith, the 6th attacker, was way up towards the other red line while his fellow teammates were playing defense. Normally, if you're 6th attacker, you're going to be still the last line of defense and quarterback. Smith actually looks a little tired as he moves down the right wing side as Zazino plays quarterback in the middle. 2:20 to play. Down by 3. Monterrey looking for the improbable comeback. LaRaZa on the attack. Wheeling and dealing. The shot that time by Cantu is blocked.
Kevin Smith now trying to roll this one away from Nick Stavro. Finds Zazino now back for Smith. Great defense by Dallas.
Well, and this is where Dallas's great penalty killing all year comes into effect, because they're essentially playing a man short here, and they're into their penalty killing mode. And look at them stop LaRaZa.
Zazino might have wanted a first time that one, but he couldn't control. Gaither now plays it out, and once again, no shots on Sean Ray. He'll take this all day. Go ahead and move it around on the outside. 1:38 to play. 3-goal lead for Dallas. This will be 20 out of 22 if they hold on. And going into the playoffs. Shot, Sean Ray, score! Boy, Ray went up and wanted to deflect it away. Couldn't quite get it. And Gaither came in and headed it home. And with 1:27 left, it's 7-5.
Well, that's what the LaRaZa needed earlier, was Sean Gaither crashing that net a little more and using his size and height. But this is a great bit of work by Villas-Alayos to get away from the first marker and then to get that shot off. As you saw, it had Ray backpedaling, came off the crossbar, and Gaither simply there to ram it home. There's Ray swatting at it unsuccessfully. He just couldn't adjust, and Gaither scores his 8th of the year to make it a 2-goal game, but time running out.
Scott Gaither now with the near side. It's 1:13 remaining, and that one goes up over and out. 7-5 with 1:12 left. Dallas over Monterrey. Lopez. You get one here very quickly. It's interesting. You got a minute left and you're only down by one. Better hurry back, Kevin Smith. Here comes Dallas and Scott. Roderick Scott at the red line. Under a minute to play. Stavro, they may do well playing it back to the keeper, and they do.
That was the smart play, and that's where Roderick Scott's experience comes in, a veteran player. And rather than go for the greedy play and score that goal, he just plays it back into his own midfield, maintains possession, and kills some more clock.
It's going to be tough to win it now with just 30 seconds left, down by 2. Smith across midfield. Dallas on their way to a victory at home in front of a huge crowd tonight. Zazino on the attack, 20 seconds remaining. Let's see if Zazino fires one. He does. It goes right to Stavro. Zazino, though, all over the field, collects it back for Kevin Smith. 15 on the clock. Taken now, David Doyle goes, oh, look out. He wanted to go length of the field, and now there's some pushing going on at midfield. That's Perez involved, pointing some fingers.
Octavio Perez, his first personal foul.
Octavio Perez.
That's the first thing we've seen even close to any bad blood between these teams. Of course, we were both involved in the ugly incident down in Mexico about a month ago.
Doyle with 9 seconds left. Roderick Scott with the bicycle. Smith will take it as the crowd counts it down. That'll do it. It's all over at Reunion. Final score in Big D tonight on the CISL Game of the Week. The Dallas Sidekicks close out a triumphant regular season with a win over Monterrey LaRaZa. As Gordon James goes into the upcoming playoffs, the #1 seed in the league in its inaugural season. Final score, Sidekicks 7, LaRaZa 5. Back with more from Reunion after this, so stay with us, everybody.
The Continental Indoor Soccer League has arrived. You've seen the hot action on the field now. Where the hot action off the field. T-shirts, caps, and tank tops featuring the new logos of the LA United, Sacramento Knights, Monterrey LaRaZa. The Arizona Sand Sharks feature 2 designs. San Diego Soccer's Dallas Sidekicks, Portland Pride. Shirts and caps just $12.50. Send a check or money order to CISO Properties, 16027 Ventura Boulevard, Suite 605, Encino, California, 91436. Add $2.50 per order for shipping plus California sales tax. Please indicate size with order.
Look, it's Big Shot Lawyers.
Put the calf roping back on.
Let's watch both.
Miller Lite presents the Big Lawyer Roundup. There's Billy Pugh going after that divorce lawyer that took away his bass boat. Got him. Brought to you by Miller Lite. If you can combine great taste and less filling, you can combine anything. Check it out, Bobby. Here comes a big, rich tax attorney. This is some beer. Great taste, less filling. Can your beer do this?
Get into the action. Get into Prime Ticket.
Channel 8 and Channel 10 think cable customers should pay for free TV.
It's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. I'm not paying for that.
No way.
I agree. I think it's ridiculous.
No way. No way, Jose.
I think that's funny.
Here's what your neighbors in San Diego think about this idea.
So people with cable will pay, and people without cable won't pay?
Yeah, I don't think we should have to pay for the free signal. When I grew up, TV was free, and I think it should remain free.
The cost is going to be passed along to the people subscribing to cable, and I don't think that's right.
I wish the TV stations would just stop talking about money and reach an agreement.
And what are your neighbors going to do about it?
Yeah, I'd call them and tell them that I think it should be free. And
I'm going to give them a call, that's for sure. You know, I'm just tired of this. I'm just going to call 8 and 10 and tell them what I think.
Let channels 8 and 10 know your perspective. Call now.
CISL Game of the Week on Prime Network is being brought to you by Light Beer from Miller. And we are back here in Dallas. Randy Hahn, Bill McDonald. And here are the final stats, Randy.
Shots on goal. Dallas out shooting LaRaZa 32-28. Saves pretty even. McAllister with 12 to Ray's 10. 13 blocks each. One interesting stat, we don't see the fouls. LaRaZa outfouled Dallas 20-10. The penalty minutes were dead even.
Those the Miller Lite stats for this game, the CISL Game of the Week, won by the Dallas Sidekicks over LaRaZa. And what a great game for Dallas, Randy, because they do it without Tattoo.
Indeed, Tattoo out with the suspension tonight, and I'm sure some of the 10,000 here were a little disappointed with that prospect and maybe perhaps worried that Monterrey was going to take one from the Sidekicks here. But Mike Powers, a super game for him. David Doyle came through again, and together they really made up for the absence of Tattoo without any problem at all.
And once again, here on Prime Network, Sean Ray comes through. We don't see Joe Papaleo, and they've really got a good backup keeper here in Dallas.
Sean Ray can just pull all the Prime Network Game of the Week tapes out together, put himself a highlight reel, and go in for his contract negotiations with Gordon Jago at the end of the season. He's perfect 4-0 when we're here. I guess we got to keep coming for him.
We may be back, too. We're going to take a break and be back to say bye-bye when we come back after this. Dallas beats Monterrey. Stay with us.
After 18 years on The Price is Right, I've learned the secret to a good figure, a firm tummy. That's why I'm so excited about Easy Crunch. It's simpler than doing sit-ups, and you can do it by the pool, at the office, or watching TV.
With 2 kids, it's hard to work out, but I find time with Easy Crunch.
Easy Crunch works all 3 abdominal muscle groups.
The Forward Crunch works the upper abs, knee-ins target your lower abs, and the Rotator Crunch works the waistline.
I'm too busy to go to the gym. Easy Crunch works at home.
Easy Crunch's patented rocking cylinder creates a motion similar to those professional machines, and it comes complete with 5 power bands.
The result? A firmer, tighter stomach without having to do one single sit-up. Call toll-free now.
To order Easy Crunch bands and instruction booklet, call 1-800-334-4700. We'll bill your credit card 3 easy payments of $9.95 each. You get a full 60-day home trial. So to order, call 1-800-334-4700 now.
Think Tyson is the greatest heavy that ever lived? Watch Joe Louis. Like Sugar Ray Leonard? Wait till you see Sugar Ray Robinson. See them, own them, the greatest fights of the century. Yours to own, yours to keep. Walcott and Lewis, Zale and Graziano, Dempsey and Tunney, Carnera and Bear, and many, many more. Rare dynamic fight footage preserved on state-of-the-art videotape. You can be there for the fantastic fights of the century. Call now to own them. Call now for the fantastic fights of the century on modern videotape for only $19.95. Call now. 2 volumes of the fantastic fights of the century, yours for just $19.95. 2 state-of-the-art videotapes with the fights you've only heard about, yours for just $19.95. But you must call now to take advantage of this special television offer. You must call now.
Call now to order this 2-volume set for only $19.95. These fantastic fights make the perfect gift. For faster delivery, please have your credit card ready and call 1-800-962-8882. 1-800-962-8882.
The final score in our final regular season telecast of the CISL Game of the Week. Dallas 7, Monterrey LaRaZa 5. And for Dallas, they, as I mentioned, end a very triumphant season. And the player of the game, Mike Powers. They call him Mr. Defense, Randy, but tonight certainly Mr. Offense.
4-point night for Powers, 2 goals, 2 assists, and also played a good game defensively as Dallas held the visiting LaRaZa to just 5 goals, which is well under their goals per game average. Power's a big part of that, along with the rest of the Dallas defense, and he deserves the player of the game. He was.
All right, you old soothsayer, you. I want you to look into your crystal ball and tell me what you think about the playoffs. We know the 4 teams. We don't know exactly the order, but what do you think?
I still think Monterrey's going to figure out a way to finish third, which will put them in the first round against San Diego. A Dallas-Portland matchup, I like Dallas. A San Diego-Monterrey matchup, I like Monterrey. I still think that they found a way to solve the San Diego riddle. Going to get some criticism from that for the Sockers fans, but I think the big blow was losing Thompson Usian for the rest of the season. That really hurt the Sockers' chances a lot, and that's a huge hole for them to fill.
So you're like Dallas as the favorite and Monterrey as the sleeper. I'm going to go with Dallas as the favorite also going in. That'll do it for us. We will be back, however, with the playoffs. In the first round, we'll either have the game here from Dallas or the game from San Diego. Check your local listings to see where we'll be. We want to thank everybody here in Dallas for their fine job, and of course, I want to thank Randy for a great job all season long, but we're not done. We'll see you in the playoffs. Final tonight, 7-5. So long, everybody.
Great.
Get into the action. Get into Prime Ticket.